To be honest, are the only reason the two of you still in the game because you've been immune every time and you find every idol?
I mean, to be honest, probably.
Part of the game. Okay, but unfortunately, I'm still in the game, and you're so you have anything. Yo, so you're.
I'm not gonna lie. Mark.
And that's 13. Ethan and Mark win the final reward.
Right answer is A, the Calvi. Max wins. Final 4, individual immunity.
Pretty sure we know how this tribal council is gonna go. It's been a fun ride.
4th person eliminated from Surviving Utila. Lord Mark. Mark, that's 3 votes. That's enough.
Ben and Ethan go put their differences aside, because if they don't go after Max, I think he takes this without doubt.
This is Surviving Utila, Season 1, the finale.
Okay. Oh. I think I put this up. No, that was just slow. Okay.
You just made the final 3. You've gone as far as you could go in terms of the social game.
Yeah, which is probably means it's the end of the road realistically. So going into today, I felt a little uncomfortable. So my plan was I was gonna bluff. I was gonna try to get the target off me yesterday, and I wanted to keep my idol from yesterday for today because today was gonna be the bigger vote always. But Ethan seemed to be mad at me. I still don't know why, but Ethan seemed to be mad at me. I saved him. I get that I didn't tell him the whole truth, but that's what it is.
And you just made the final 3 of Surviving Honduras. How does it feel?
Feels pretty good, Jeff. Unfortunately, I had to vote Mark out, but I don't feel bad anymore after I saw that he put my name down. And me, Max, and Ethan all knew what had to be done. We all knew Mark had to go. I'm feeling pretty confident now. I feel like I have a pretty good chance at winning. I feel like Max and Ethan, I'm not I haven't talked to Ethan once strategy, so Ethan's definitely on Max's side. But I feel pretty confident in the 2 challenges tomorrow, so I think it'll be a good day.
Yeah, so that was a bit tragic. I had to vote out my closest ally because as far as I knew, I thought it was going to go 2-2 if I voted for Ben. And then I was going to have to vote Mark out once we did the vote after the tie. Just because it would have tied again because there was no way Max would ever vote for Ben. He just wanted Mark out at all costs. And if the second tie vote had gone through, or second vote had gone through as a tie, then I would have been dead. So I just decided to rip the Band-Aid off instead of prolong it.
So, what was that? I didn't feel comfortable yesterday with Ethan, so I didn't really want to push it. That's why I put my idol yesterday. I didn't really want to. I wanted to save it for today, but winning the challenge kind of saved me. I felt very uncomfortable today. I thought it was going to be another physical challenge, and I kind of thought my plan was going to be to try to throw Grant down the balls today. I don't think it would have worked, to be honest. Your Mark and Ben seem to be on much better terms. I'm pretty bad terms with most other players, which is probably going to prevent me from winning overall, but it's what it is. I'm kind of hoping it's presented more in terms of the person I played the most versus the person I like the most. That's how I understand you're supposed to vote as a jury, but maybe it's different. I guess it's not an exact criteria.
It could have been cool if I, stirred the pot a little bit. It would have been a cool, dramatic moment. But then I thought, there's a chance here where Mark has an idol, because he was making a weird face before we went and voted. And if he has an idol, then I don't really know how it would go down. He might have just assumed that I would have voted for him and then voted for me, or I don't know. Maybe Ben would have voted for me because I know Mark was trying to get Ben to vote for me. And it was just a bit risky, so I had to vote Mark out.
But regardless, the idea for today was I wanted to I wanted to get out the most threatening play, right? So what I thought was going to happen is I was going to find the idol again, because I'm kind of only on Switch for most of the time. I was expecting to be so well. And props to Jordan / Jeff here, you know? And then Mark was going to win the challenge, and then we were going to get rid of them. I kind of thought that was what was going to happen today, right? Because Ethan's probably here to stay. But what ended up happening was that I won the challenge fucking finally. Somebody else won. Honestly, I would have taken it anyway. But I won the challenge, which meant Mark was on the chopping block. I mean, it didn't take much convincing. But Ben was on my side. Full stop. I don't know what Mark was trying to convince him with, but and then Ethan took a little more convincing, but when I told him that a tie scenario, I'm not budging. I have nothing to lose versus him going home. And he was like, yeah, I'm not going to lose for Mark. So
I think it does give me a better chance tomorrow, though. Now that I know that it's you have to start a fire if you don't win the first challenge, that really incentivizes me to want to try hard on that first challenge, because I have no idea how to start a fire if I don't have matches or a lighter. So I'm gonna be really sweaty tomorrow, and if I end up getting into the second competition, it's gonna be a rough one.
If you win the first challenge, would you put yourself into the second one to take out somebody else? Or if you win one, you just take your safety and let the two of them duke it out?
Probably just take the safe way out. Let them duke it out.
Okay.
I'm not worried about the jury vote.
Do you think you win as a jury vote if you get there? Yeah. In a landslide?
The landslide gets anything, it'll definitely be close if it's max.
Alright. This is the first time you're not frazzled after the vote. You did something right.
It was, it's simplified, it was just like, for some reason, nobody wants to vote me out. I don't really know why. I feel like I should have been like one of the first people sent home. But, somehow I'm still here. I haven't gotten a single immunity, and I'm still in the final 3.
that's kind of what happened. I do feel bad for Mark. I think he played a really good game. I definitely think in another world he could have won here. I think this sounds crazy coming from me, who's been very blunt and very divisive, I guess, all game. But I think Mark came off as way too aggressive, right? He was definitely the most outwardly competitive. He's definitely the one that put the most effort into it, I guess, for lack of a better word. And I admire that, but I think that comes off as a little too much sometimes, you know? Sometimes you gotta just say in a challenge, this is only worth $4, you know? Like, and I get that's not really just $4 part of his pride. I get it, but sometimes you gotta be okay with taking an L so you don't come off as that big of a threat. Honestly, I've got more build out this game a couple of times, but I don't know. I think Mark played a very good game.
Max made a really good point to me, saying that Mark is most likely going to win the challenge tomorrow if he's in it, because he's won most of the challenges up until this point, and we don't know what that first challenge is. If it's anything physical, he'll have a pretty significant betting odds. He'll be the favorite. That's one other thing that swayed me. Once I knew that it was, and this was late, once I knew that it was a fire starting competition, if you don't win the first competition tomorrow, I was like, yeah, Mark's gotta go. And it sucks. He was my closest ally. I'm sure there will be like sad music playing at some point when I like vote for him or something, because he really has protected me up until this point. But I just didn't have a choice. It was either I vote him off or I end up sending myself home by just tying the votes. So I'm gonna pick player number 1 over player number 2.
I want to commend Mark for a very good game. I think he played very well. It was really fun playing with him. Unfortunately, I think it just made sense in my best interest to get rid of him, especially since I'm not going to win the fire making challenge, and I know that ahead of time. I don't know how to make a fire, so I kind of have to go off whatever the physical challenge is tomorrow, and I think I have a better odd of that with Ben than I do with Mark. I think Mark's going to crush me in the physical challenge. I mean, I don't really have guns, so I had to go with somebody who I may beat, and I don't even know if it would be that. And my prediction came true. I said at the very beginning, I don't know if it was recorded, but I said at the very beginning that it was going to be Ethan and Mark. I think one of those two has a very high chance of winning.
Alright, gentlemen, the final three. Welcome to your last immunity challenge. One person will complete this challenge and move on to the final two. The two who do not will move on to a fire-making challenge duel that will be held later today. Are you ready to find out what your final challenge is?
Yeah, man, sure.
For today's challenge, you will each be completing a fairly complicated 3-tier puzzle. Each tier is 20 pieces. Okay. They're all the exact same, just there's a green, like different colors. So there's green, red, and blue. If there's a color preference. Alright, before you start, when we on go, you will plot the puzzle. The way this puzzle works is it's color coordinated. The first tier is going to be red, the second tier is going to be blue, third tier will be the last color. Your goal is to take one of these rings, which has 6 corners, 6 vertices, and you will build, with the red colored pieces first, you will build 6 evenly height pillars. When you have 6 even height pillars, you put the next ring on top and move on to the next color. The first person to complete this puzzle wins immunity.
So one ring's at the bottom.
So you'll put one ring on the bottom, then you'll build 6 red pillars and then at the same height. Put the next ring on. 6 blue pillars on top of that. Next one.
The colors, they're gonna be.
They're all exactly the same size.
It goes red, blue, green. The pieces, as you can see for the blue here, are all different heights. So that's where the puzzle comes into effect. Ben, can you see the different colors?
Yeah.
I'm the colorblind one.
So am I.
Oh, nice.
Max has an inherent advantage here.
My gosh, my
Max
eyes
also
were...
picked the only one with white pieces because I ran out of green. So I don't know what
That's a
says.
disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Any questions before you begin?
No, man.
Sure. Alright, let's do hands off the bag and we'll go on go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. This challenge is on.
There's 4 layers.
Yeah. You start by putting one ring down, then you're gonna build your red layer first. So you want to separate your red pieces out. Ethan already dropping a piece. Max going straight, just throwing random pieces down on the ring.
Hot start for Ethan.
Ethan's still working to separate the pieces. Perhaps the colorblind coming into effect. Ben is laying out his pieces first, seeing how many of each height he has. Max just going crazy, putting whatever he sees down. Mark with a phenomenal burp.
Cut that.
If this challenge goes for more than 20 minutes, the person who has completed the most tiers in a single tower, so tier 1, 2, or 3, is considered the winner.
Yeah.
This will take you some time. This will take you some time.
We're paying for studio time by the minute, by the way.
This was 3D printed at Northwestern University. They should get their funding back.
By the top menu. So you're hoping for this
Remember, you're looking for 6.
Ben is just doing bubble sort right now.
You're looking for 6 same height pillars using all the red pieces. There will be none left over. Only one permutation works.
I'm a huge fan of keeping my strategy right now. Think happy thoughts.
Once you get one pillar, you know that the other 6 will have to be the same height. You can start with a reference and go from there. Max looking like he's making some progress.
Using an extra piece.
But with 2 extra pieces, something's wrong. Max drops a piece. It's gonna cost some time. Ben's long strategy might just be paying off. Ethan with 6 even sides, but 4 extra pieces.
What's the advantage here, Jeff?
The advantage?
Yeah, if they win.
Person advances to the final 2.
That's a pretty big advantage, guys.
You win this challenge, you make it as far as you can go in this game.
Ben brings the pen for more knowledge.
Ben's locking in.
Yeah,
This will take
didn't
some
flush all the way, so
That's just wonderful.
toilet problems happening in the background.
I don't want to say that on camera, but now we got that one. It's good practice. Oh, that's fair.
You can think about this as long as you want. You might just want to make a pillar and see if it works.
This part's not gonna make it.
All 3 contestants,
That's gonna be
5 minutes in.
Yeah, do mine.
All 3 contestants, 5 minutes in, still on the first tier.
It's just me playing in the background.
Ben's got 5 pieces left. The question is, do the last 3 pieces line up? Ben has 1 more red piece standing out in the ring there. Does it match up? It goes on top. Ben has 6 pillars all the same height. He just has to place them down on his ring.
Ben is sweating.
This is where balance comes into play.
You might need another digital pen to figure this out.
You're right. Max making some progress. He's got 4 pillars the same height. Ethan is doing something beyond my own comprehension. Okay. Max with 6 pillars the same height, he can start building his actual level of tier.
If either of you guys knock that over and your pieces here.
No. Ethan has 6 pillars, but they're not the same height. This is where balance starts to come into play. You need to make sure that these 6 pillars are the same.
It doesn't matter. Yes, it does.
Time check. No, you're good. You're good for now. Max, your next letter will be blue. Red, blue, final pillars.
Oh, for red, white.
Oh, and that's how it fall over.
Too soon, dude.
Max with the slightest lead on Ben. But you never know what will happen in this challenge. We are at 6 minutes into this challenge for a time check. Plenty of time to finish.
Oh my god. No.
Ben working on his 5th pillar. Max just completing his 6th. Max putting the ring on and completing the first tier of the puzzle. Max are now working on blue. Ben's struggling to stack up those pieces. Keep knocking them over. Perhaps the pen hit's not helping him anymore.
We don't know that. Keep trying.
Should have been looking for the super glue advantage.
That would be nice. One time check?
And it's been 1 minute since you last asked.
We have 20 minutes, right?
We have 20 minutes. We're at 7.
This is not like a work together type of challenge.
So you're going for the next level future. You're doing the same exact thing. 6 even pillars. The shapes are just, or the heights are just different in each pole, as well as the top.
Come
on! Ben dropped 4 pillars. Ben putting the last piece on his tier 1. Next, moving his puzzle out of frame.
Oh, is it out of frame?
We got that. We got that. Max with his 6 tier 2 levels. Second. get on top of tier 1.
Time check.
The 2 losers will be doing fire. Next has completed his second tier, but he has to put it on top of his first tier.
At some point.
At some point, yes.
No, they're at
11 minutes.
Oh.
Sorry. Ben with another huge fall. Ethan dropped more pieces. No leeway in this puzzle. Hasn't been close at all.
You have to edit a lot.
Max is working on his final tier.
There's a whole entire side dialogue about it.
But will his strategy of building a specialty and stacking cost him the match? You might only need 1 tier to finish this. Ethan completing the first tier of the puzzle. Putting the top ring on.
the hugest comeback.
Ethan finishing tier 1. Ben with all 1 piece left.
Then those are
Some
not
of
the
these
same
heights
height.
are not right. These are different.
I give up.
Ben opting out of the challenge after having the lead at the start. Ben will be making fire tonight. 1 piece left. Some of these heights are not right. They're different. Ben opting out of the challenge after having the lead at the start. Ben will be making fire tonight.
Is that our final challenge to start a fire?
Time check.
We have 14 minutes. Max and Ethan, as of right now, are in the same exact spot. With Max having a lot more puzzle time. Max now realizing he might have made a huge mistake on the strategy for the puzzle.
Max is on.
We have Ethan, what we thought was out of this challenge, making no progress, might have just given him a huge chance. Max transferring his whole tier 2, trying to
Max,
place
don't up.
One tower's done.
That's the first.
Max, come on. You can make fire, bro. You can make fire.
Max realizing he made a critical mistake.
Max dropping his whole tier 2 puzzle
Yeah,
pieces on the floor. Disaster Ethan might have just taken the lead here. Max now changing his strategy. Perhaps transferring 6 pillars on a platform. Not easy.
I figured it'd be a little easier.
Brendan, the cameraman, offset, taking Ben's pieces and trying to make the puzzle.
Ben, if I can get
If you can do it in 6 minutes, Ben wins the challenge. What?
Wait, mine missed.
One right there.
Okay. Great. I'm so glad that we beat I made it too tall.
Ethan has 5 that are slightly too tall.
My pieces are literally flying. Great. So cool.
the hint is quantum.
Little less.
Use quantum to help.
Ethan with 6 equal pillars, but 2 extra pieces. Something is not right. This is not Ethan's forte of getting 6 equal pillars. It took him 13 minutes to do the first tier.
Let's see you do this, huh?
I think that's how he made the
He
puzzle.
did say, I think Jeff can do this.
I think every 3 a.m. we've been here, Jordan's been doing the challenges himself to see if they're possible.
Yeah, it's too short. He said,
Use quantum to help you.
Mark's doing all this left and he's still.
I'm thinking let's do Christmas band.
Max and Ethan get a little snippy at the other contestants.
Well, no, not the other
Not as
contestants.
snippy as Ben, who just opted out.
No, not the other contestants, the people who are out. I want to make that known.
Max trying to
These other contestants are the ones who are voting for wins this
Yeah,
game.
whatever.
Great
I already know
point.
how to get those points.
Great point. Quantum. Think
Jeff, you
quantum.
don't have a vote, do you?
I do not get a vote.
Yeah, you suck.
If we had 20 minutes and you're both at tier 1, we go until
Sudden
someone
death.
either builds tier 2 or knocks over tier 1.
Remember my hint, quantum.
If you say that one more time,
Ethan still with 6 pillars
Dude.
and 3 pieces left over. I'll state this again. These pillars will be the same height as the red ones. You can line them up next to each other.
I'll say this again.
Wait, hold
Quantum. Quantos, quantas. How much, how
That's the
many?
height.
Use your other hexagon piece to help measure the height, bro.
What?
Some of you guys may get it.
Hey guys, quantum.
Ethan with 3 pillars looking like they're the correct height lined up with the red ones.
Ethan using the quantum equally to his benefit.
It is almost impossible to play this with the quantum.
Oh, I found it kind of helpful.
Yeah, but man, I'm not thinking this through.
Ethan implementing a quantum strategy just might be helping.
Just might be stupid enough to work.
Ethan with 5 pillars. Question is, do the rest of the 4 line up?
Oh yeah.
If it doesn't, this is literally unsolvable.
Ethan performing the quantum maneuver. Quantum, quantum, quantum!
Ethan with 6 blue
Oh,
pillars.
this is so.
Just has to stack them to make tier 2. Max just behind him.
Perhaps adopting the strategy one at a time. Ethan, are you sure you want to do that?
You're right. My bad. She's my bad.
This one's right.
As we learned from Max's strategy, building up is easier. Now you just gotta take your blue pillars and put them on top of the red ones.
Remember quantum.
You can do one a piece at a time. You just don't want to drop that tier 1. We are at the 20-minute mark. Whoever gets the next tier will win.
Ben, tap in.
If you knock tier 1, it is over. Ben's tier 1 now completed.
And you're back in.
This could be anyone's game. Max and Ethan are neck and neck. If Ethan can put these 6 blue pillars down and a green ring on top, he will win the award. Max looking like he's gonna hope Ethan knocks down his tier 1.
Max is preying on your downfall.
Ethan shaking. Oh, go.
Quantum. Quantum!
We're in a stalemate. Max hoping for Ethan's failure. Ethan never takes time.
This is scary.
It's okay, Ethan.
Ethan with
Just rush
3 pillars. Max,
These look like
You can
Republic
make a
credits.
fire, bro. You can make a fire.
You know where I can find some death sticks?
Ethan with his 4th pillar. Completed as now. 2 pillars left.
Quantum. Was the rule if the first pillar collapsed, right?
If Ethan's red pillars collapse, Max wins the challenge because he has tier 1 completed.
Deal here. These are all things
So long
that
as it's just his second.
Ethan with 5 pillars.
E equals MC squared.
Ethan knocks a pillar.
The wind!
tier
That was
1
literally
still
the
in play.
wind!
Max just sitting back. and
Bro,
gambling.
my thing is so off center.
Max taking the don't pass line on the craps table, betting against everyone else. Max having dark thoughts about knocking over Ethan's tower.
All I'm saying, strategy's coming, bro.
Ethan with a huge shake.
Ethan applying
Ethan with 2 pieces left.
Ethan applying the triple quantum stack.
Ethan,
And it
since
works.
He just has to place the green one out and let it hold for 3 seconds.
Bump.
It's time.
This is like the end of a Madden game. The controller's shaking like crazy right now.
Yeah, my kicker is not making this field goal.
Ethan's blue pillars are wobbling.
Ethan, remember quantum.
I want Ethan to make it at this point.
Ethan playing that. 3, 2, 1. Ethan!
Let's go! Bang, bang, bang! Boom!
说别管江湖路，蓝天叮嘱这辈子我三不丢。
I respect that.
This means that Max and Ben will be competing in a fire-making duel during sunset.
Holy. Oh my god. You know,
That was pretty good.
that was literally the epitome of this.
You also
Ice in the veins.
You were
I was the
losing,
last
dude.
person to get the red.
You were getting cooked.
Oh, did you get voted out? Oh, I'm sorry.
He's voting for you later, dude.
He's my biggest op. Cheat, and I just was not helping. I was like, dude, all of these things, like, it's hard to distinguish what's longer than the rest, even if there are like 4 uniform pieces.
Yeah.
Until I finally realized, I was like, okay, you have 3 that are 2 pieces and 3 that are 3 pieces. And if I can, that's gone.
Ethan's immunity revoked, man.
How do you feel about the challenge results?
I kind of expected it. The minute I realized, I didn't put the ring down, it was cooked. And I knew it. I knew I wasn't going to be able to transfer it well. So, you know, you live. We have another day. We don't have another day, but we have another day, you know. We're making fire, so
Think you can beat Ben in fire making?
Oh, no, I've never made a fire in my life. So, like, it was over, but, you know. I played a good game. I enjoyed what I did. I was the bad guy. We needed a bad guy in Surviving Utila. Utila?
Depends on how you say it.
We needed a bad guy in Survivor. Jack came in. Whatever. We needed a bad guy, and I was the bad guy, so I respect it.
Ben, how do you feel about the challenge results?
The Nick hits made my hands too jittery. That's what did it.
You looked like you had the early lead.
Yeah, I
Took
should.
too much.
Too much Nick.
Are you ready to duel Max and fire?
Yeah, unless Ethan wants to be a big man and take him out himself.
Think you can beat Max?
Oh yeah.
Let me guess. What the record show is going to be about head.
How did you so easily implement the quantum strategy?
Well, you see, it's all about rocket science. You need to understand the stability, flux capacitor, theoretical limits. And that by that way, I was able to use civil engineering that I learned in
Go,
a business
look at that
program to beat these jumps. Yeah, pulled it out the fire there. Can't lie, that was the epitome of ice in my veins. I was behind at first, but then once I implemented the quantum, Aaron, what was it? The quantum what? The quantum strategy. That's what really put me ahead. And by that I mean I cheated off Max for the red layer, and I finally heard Jordan say that they were the same height, so I used that to get the blue layer. And then I just was so stressed layering it that somehow it stayed up for 3 seconds, you know. But really glad to get that victory because the next challenge is starting a fire to see who's up against me in the finale. And I would have never, ever been able to complete that. It probably would have been funny to watch, though. So, I don't know. I look forward to seeing what these guys can do. Apparently, Max has an advantage. Apparently, he's done this before. So, he might get this, and I'll be against him, and that would be a pretty funny finale. I have been such a fence sitter this whole time, sitting between the two biggest competitors, telling one that I was with them and telling the other I was with them, but not really hurting either of them at the same time, that I don't think I've really betrayed anyone. I mean, I've only been voted once, and that was the guy who just showed up and didn't really know what voting was, I think. So, I don't know. I guess I'm just a chill guy, and maybe people will just hate Max for lying the entire game. So, yeah, I think I've got a good chance.
We got sun setting right now. Ben, thoughts as you're about to go into fire?
No thoughts, Jeff.
You actually got it!
Laser focus.
Oh my god.
That's so
Fire?
It's not gonna happen. I mean, I loved for it to, and I'm gonna try, but I don't think it's happening here. This is gonna be my first time, and Ben had better start. But I have a secret weapon. I got too much ice. And I think I'm gonna win because of that.
Ice puts out fire.
No. It keeps all the cool right here.
I knew I should have sunk the boat. Dude, there's a coconut and you're so hungry. I need more practice with the machete. Hey Ben, this is it. How you feeling?
I'm feeling so confident it's gonna be too easy.
Have you been practicing this for years in preparation for the show?
I have, yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, what's the technique here?
Just go hard and fast.
Ah,
That's something Max would know about.
yeah, this is why Mark got kicked out.
You wouldn't know.
Any last words, Ben? Anything to tell the fans?
This one goes out to Sandra Jablonska.
That's making.
Alright, welcome to the fire making duel.
The prompt is really helping me.
These are the rules for the fire making duel. You each have an equal number of what we call Hessian twine. Brendan, you're right in front of the camera.
Oh, sorry.
You each have an equal amount of Hessian twine and a flint and steel with the exact same.
Flint and steel!
You then have a pile on the other side of this grill of assorted wood and things that you can use to help make your fire. You're each going to build your fire, and whoever burns that rope on their station first advances to the final two, where they will take on Ethan to win this game.
Let's go, Alex!
Are there any questions? Oh, and we have the jury here watching in behind the scenes.
It won't pan, but they're there.
Yeah. Any questions before we begin?
Yeah, am I allowed to have this much ice on right now?
God damn!
Ben, can you flip your hat around real quick?
Why is
That's
the
a
sticker?
big
Why is
cock.
the sticker on it still?
Because I'm gonna resell it.
All right,
Where'd you get your hat, man?
survivors
I got
ready?
it from Mark. Sure, man.
Go.
I'm freaking it off.
Nope, first person can burn the rope. Those dead palm fronds are a good start, or a good thing for the end of your fire, but you'll want to get some of that coconut Hessian to get it started.
No demonstration.
Next, with a huge pile of things. Guys, that twine will burn quickly. You want to find things that will burn very fast after that. I recommend grabbing some of the hair from the coconut insides. That might be helpful.
You want ox?
Max making an interesting assortment. Ben using the dead palm frond leaves to build a starting base.
Max, remember, find the quantum technique.
Oh, okay. Alright, I want to lock in now.
Then use the quantum technique.
There's been a lot of talk of these quantum techniques. Will they work for fire making? Ben going straight for the striking with no magnesium.
How will this affect the face? How will this affect Caleb?
Ben with some big sparks. Ben's caught fire. Quick catch, but it's gonna go out quickly unless you can get some other things burning. Ben has a baby flame.
Friction and speed. There's a blow on there.
Ben with a baby flame keeping it alive.
Max is getting frustrated.
Come on, ice. There we go.
Max has a bit of a flame.
Oh my god. From back.
That Hessian burns quickly.
No.
That fire is out. Ben's fire is also out. But heat is present.
Max, that's the start the fire.
The flame needs to burn the rope.
He got a decent amount of burn though.
I'll once again recommend there's some other wood in that pile that might be more helpful. If you pull some hair out of that coconut, that burns for quickly and quite a while. But they both keep going for the palm frogs.
Yo, Aaron, I think they need to just gaslight.
Max has a couple embers, but no flame. Ben's fire completely dead.
Like the line.
Pretend your kids are getting hungry and you're starting to grill.
Ben with some huge sparks from his flint.
No catch.
Oh,
Whoa, but a
a
cat.
baby flame from Ben. And a good looking
Big flame.
huge flame from Ben. Can he keep it going? Right under that rope. Ben has a baby flame, but it might just be enough to win this challenge if he keeps it alive. Ben's flame's starting to get a little bit bigger in the bottom there.
Oh!
It's starting to grow.
That shit's catching. That shit's catching. Oh, Ben's cooking.
Ben's flame slightly hitting the rope. Max is not out
Oh,
of this
Ben's
yet.
got this. Charging the rope. Keep going.
Ben, little embers on the rope.
Oh, that's fucking fire, bro. That's it. That's king.
Oh, that's it. He's done for.
Yeah. That's
It's so over. Oh, it's so over.
It's on
Oh,
fire.
it's so done. Oh, God.
It's on fire. Max, a flame starting. Max is not
Oh my
out
God.
of this yet.
This is motherfucking man. Oh,
Max is oh, destiny burns the rope. Ben's rope is lucky, but it is still completes the fire making challenge with Max just falling short in the end.
Oh, wow. That was so close.
that was electric.
Yo,
With probably 30 more seconds, Max would have had that rope.
Oh,
that was a,
Damn it!
no, that was a
that was
great
really good,
performance
boys.
from
That was
both
really
of
good.
us.
Yeah, it was a good round. Good game. Good game.
Great showdown.
Good game.
Nah,
Max, that's a pretty Max. I want to hear your side. Pretty good flame going for someone who said they wouldn't even get it started.
To be honest, I'm really surprised I did get it started. And I mean, this isn't probably going to be enough, but, you know, I played a good game. I got to respect that Ben won this.
Finish it.
I
Finish
mean,
it.
I think it might finish. I think I have enough there.
If you
maybe.
throw like one more thing,
Yeah, go
on.
get some more stuff. Finish the job, bro.
Okay, well, I need to do this interview anyway.
Yeah.
So,
It was good knowing you. You played well.
hey, Jeff, do we have marshmallows?
No, that was a W.
you're fired it pretty well.
You've been real smart with them.
Hey, get more palm fronds. Going out, Max. Finish the job, bro.
Look at that, 2 reasonable fires that both came up very quickly.
Now I gotta decide who I like better.
That was, like,
Ben or
pretty
you.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if that one didn't go out, I had a shot.
As Max tries to finish up his flame, Ben, you won the fire making challenge. You've made the final 2. How do you feel?
Feel pretty good, Chef. I feel like,
Oh, I think you got the rope on the inside, Max, too.
Yeah, I got it.
Dude, that whole thing's going up.
yeah.
I got
Do you
it.
have hot dog?
Alright,
He's gonna burn
Yo,
every.
we got weenies?
we got weenies, Jeff?
We got weenies, but not.
Yeah.
Oh
there
my
we go.
God,
Alright,
look
we're
at
good.
that.
Yeah, we're good. It's good.
Out of way, Max.
Yay.
Good finish.
Finish
Strong-
mine up.
strong
Finish mine
finish.
up. I respect Ben's game. I think when I'm voting, I'll be thinking about that quite a bit. And yeah, I'm glad I got to play the villain of this because normally people don't like playing the villain. I don't mind being a heel. I think it's kind of fun. So
Mark was definitely the villain.
Well, Max,
I don't know. I was
hate
pretty
to
much
tell-
everyone.
tell
So.
you, bro.
Mark is a menace.
Mark is the villain,
Alright,
bro.
I will-
hate to tell
Max,
you that.
unfortunately for you, your time,
Aaron?
the time in your game is over. Please be removed from the simulation.
Max.
As you
Wait,
become,
Max.
as you become the 5th and final member of the jury.
Aaron, I need to get removed.
Sorry, you're in the middle of a TV, so I can't remove you.
Son of
No, I've never been in a competition where I have to plead for why they should vote for me to win. I've never seen an episode of Survivor, so I don't really know the way to go about this, but I think I have a decent plan. I think I've played a fairly clean game where I haven't alienated anyone, except for I have one person that's just my biggest my biggest hater that I just never did anything to deserve the hate from, so...
You want to say who that is?
Yeah, that's Nord. I don't know why. He's the only person that ever voted for me.
You know what? I'm a huge kayak fan. And someone to disrespect the game like that, unbelievable.
I feel like this is a 100% wash. I'm not nervous one bit. Ethan didn't do nothing but ride everyone's coattails the entire day, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's a clean sweep, 8-0 for me.
There's only 5 jury members.
6-0 for me.
I think I have a pretty decent pitch towards everyone. I feel like I didn't really deceive or lie to anyone. And I played a pretty clean, respectable game. So, you know, if Ben takes it down, I think he probably tried a lot harder than I did. And he killed it on that last challenge, that fire starting. That was probably the most competitive one. Maybe it was just different because I was spectating and not playing. It was, I think that was probably one of my favorite challenges, and he won it. So if he wins, I'm sure I know that he deserves it. But I think I've got a good chance of taking this home.
Aaron, I think Aaron's. The only one I'm unsure of is Aaron. I feel like everyone else can respect my game enough.
I'd be pretty surprised if Aaron didn't vote for me. I don't know about Mark because I know that Mark doesn't care that I voted him out because it was a pretty obvious situation where I tried my best to get everyone to vote Ben to keep Mark in the game because he was my closest ally, but Ben was never going to vote himself and Max was never going to vote for Ben.
I feel like once we got past the second day, I was pretty confident I was going to win the whole thing. Once Aaron was out, it kind of broke up the bond between like Max, Aaron, Mark, and Ethan. Once that was done for, I was pretty confident. But yeah, it was a fun game. Thanks to Jeff over here for planning everything.
I was the one that just had to make the tough decision of keeping myself in the game instead of sacrificing myself. So I think Mark, he definitely respects the game that Ben played, but I think he could potentially vote for me. I really don't know what Max is going to do. He could go anyway. Nord, that's a lock for Ben. Brendan, I really don't know who he'd vote for either because he had a pretty close alliance with Ben until he got voted out of the game. But I mean, I never had any bad intentions or anything towards him, so I feel like that's a pretty clean 50-50.
Final words are Max is a
Gentlemen, Ben, Ethan, welcome to your final tribal council. Today, or tonight I should say, the 5 members that you voted out of this game have been voting on who they want to walk away with the grand prize of a bunch of jewels and gems from Amazon.com, as well as 100 Enduring Lempiras. This is what these 5 fought for, and this is what one of you 2 will be getting. The way this final tribal council will work, you will each get a chance to present some opening statements to the jurors. Once you both provide your opening statements, then each juror will come up and ask you each a question. It can be about anything. It can be game related, it can be un-game related. And then once all 5 of them do the question, you will get your closing statements, and then we will go vote. Opening statements to your jury. So, I want to start off by saying, I said it earlier, but I'll reiterate it. It's been a great experience being here in Honduras with you guys. This trip has been the best vacation of my life. And this whole game has been such a fun part of it. Doing the challenges and all of the dialogue, the confessionals, it's just been so much fun. And I want to thank you guys, Jordan, for being part of this experience with me, because it was just truly amazing.
Cheers to the governor. Cheers to the governor.
That's my opening statement.
Fair enough.
Benjamin, you're up.
Alright. Well, I'm not gonna say much.
Stand away.
I don't need to butter you guys up like this. Wow.
I think we all had pretty good relationships during this game.
And the only person I wish I'd talked to was Aaron. But it's not my fault. It's not my fault they switched ID too fast, man. You gotta blame me for that one. That's all, Jeff.
That's right, you asked the opening statement.
Alright, 2 very different opening statements. Alright, we'll get on to the question segment. Aaron, please walk up here.
Oh, here we go. Oh, brother.
You get to ask each one of them a question. You can, in whatever order you want.
Start with E. How's your relationship with your mother?
I have a great relationship with my mom.
I'd like you to expound. I want
Give me more.
give me some anecdotes on how you bonded with her recently.
Recently, I mean, I've been texting her while I've been on this island, asking for photographs. And
Did you call her?
no,
Does she know
I
you're
don't
safe?
admit it. She knows I'm safe. I texted her.
How did she feel when you came?
I thought he had one question.
You can stop me at any time.
I'll allow it.
Objection.
Overruled. Tell me about her. What makes you happy?
Single?
Alright, Aaron, wrap it up. One more question.
What was the last thing you did with your mother that you loved?
Last thing I did with my mom that I really loved, I don't know. She's very interested in like gardening and like developing like the flower beds and everything around our new house. And because she has issues with her back, she asks me to do a lot of the grunt work with her. So I guess I spend a lot of time outdoors with her when the weather allows it in Illinois. That's very sweet. Very sweet.
Alright, Ben. Tell me about your relationship with your mom. Bonding experiences, recent photos, anything you feel comfortable sharing. I just want to know if you're from here.
Well, unfortunately, my biological father walked out of the hospital. Said he was going to get help with cigarettes. He never came back. So, not very good.
So brave!
Thank you, Aaron. Brendan, you're up next. I will remind the juror and the two contestants remaining to please speak up as the wind is picking up.
Alright, gents. First off, congratulations. You did a lot of backstabbing to get here, and I'm proud of both of you. My question is the same for both of you. I'd like you to each describe the other person's greatest strength and greatest weakness in this game. We'll start with Ben.
I think Ethan's greatest weakness is. I think Ethan's greatest strength is just, just kind of being there, vibing. So he's a good guy to work with, His biggest weakness, though, is not the brightest.
Wow.
That's crazy! That's crazy!
Crazy.
I know, I would have said the same thing.
Wow. Damn. That's crazy. I think that Ben's greatest strength is he probably politics in this game the best. I think that he did the best job of balancing deceiving people with aligning people. I think that Max tried to be the heel, so he deceived everyone. But Ben kind of flew under the radar a bit more. He didn't win most of the challenges because Mark was winning everything, but he still always seemed like the strongest or the second strongest competitor at all times. Greatest weakness? It's a weakness that could also be turned into a strength. I think he's a bit of a reserved guy, so sometimes he flies quite a bit under the radar, and that can make him seem quite suspicious at times.
Thank you, Jeff. Very respectful.
Thank you, Brendan. Nordman, you're up. And I'm hoping, knowing you, I'm hoping you're a little bit tougher on these guys.
I certainly will be. Jeffrey.
I'm expecting.
Thanks for me under Island, Jeffrey.
Of course. We had to ask. And so it's one question each, but you can ask each question to both. That works.
Aaron asked me one each. So I have two questions.
Yes.
How much do you bench press?
My PR is 195.
Eric, does that check out?
He was there. He spotted me on it.
Ben? Same question.
I don't know, man. I haven't benched in years.
Don't clap. A second question. Ethan, how often did you let me use your hotspot?
0 times. Because I don't have the data for it.
Good answer, Steve. Good answer. Probably about 15 to 20 times.
Thank you, Norman. Expecting a lot bigger of a roast. Maybe Mark can bring some energy to the table.
Okay, gentlemen. Obviously, at a different point in this game, you both trade me at one for the other. But my question for you is a little bit different. If either one of you could bring a different person in the finale to face off, would you? And if so, who and why?
I think you have to direct that at one of those.
No, it's the same for both.
But who answers first?
You can answer first if you decide to
Yeah,
record me.
okay. I mean, to call back to another answer I had, I said that Ben was always the best or the second best competitor in the game. Mark was very intimidating as he was immune every day except for the day he got voted out. So, unfortunately, it wouldn't be you because I think you would also be a very hard challenge to go up against. If I had to pick a name, it probably be Max because he just deceived everyone. So I think it'd be tough for him to get votes from that.
Valid.
Sells my vote game.
I think I would. The one person I may choose would be Nord, but I think I feel like it's probably my favorite to go up against.
A lot of confidence there.
Anything else, Mark? Please be strong.
Last words to these two.
I think that you might have underestimated Max's threat to the game pizza.
Damn.
He's still beefing me.
Yeah, right.
Damn.
Alright, our fifth and final juror,
Still beefing me.
Max. The floor is yours,
So
these two gentlemen.
So if I ask them the same question, can I ask two?
You can ask two.
Alright.
Yes, the same.
Ask one question. I want to ask some very big. I want to ask one.
Just get on with it.
Who has worn the best shirt here? For both of you guys.
What, between us or of everyone?
Everyone.
Honestly, if I had to pick, I mean, I wouldn't just be one. It would be the shirts that Brendan bought for all of us. That had Jordan's face on.
Hell yeah!
That is
Cheers! Cheers to the
That was
governor!
an amazing surprise.
I have to agree, but just so I can give a different answer, I think Ethan's pulled out some pretty slick shirts this year.
Nice words. And then finally, I'll ask the question no one's asked. Why do you think you should win?
Shit. Why I think I should win? I think that I played a very inoffensive game. Mark talked about how I betrayed him, but we have, smoothed that over. I didn't betray anyone. Really, it was just a hard decision when it came to voting off Mark, since he was probably my closest ally throughout the game, because it was going to be a tie vote, and then the vote was going to tie again if I had voted for Ben, who was the only other option other than myself. And if it had tied twice, I would have gone home, and I don't think you can expect any competitor to send themselves home looking for another person. So I think that I was probably the ultimate fence sitter. I didn't really deceive or offend anyone, and because of that, I don't think anyone should have really hard feelings towards me. And I think that's a kind of a tough game to play and to make it to the end.
Jeff, can I rebut that question real quick?
Please.
Ethan, what would you say to people who would say Ethan had no idea what he was doing and kept getting the votes wrong?
I would say That's what I made you think. I just got betrayed and used in someone's plan that they didn't tell me about. I've been manipulated into thinking I knew exactly what was gonna happen, getting sent out as like a piece of bait, and then something completely unexpected happens, and somehow I'm still in this game.
Oh. Alright, I think I played a pretty good game. I feel like most of my votes were the right vote, obviously, because you got me here. But I did do quite a bit of backstabbing, but it had to be done, Jeff. Don't talk to me. It had to be done, Jeff.
Alright, thank you, Max. Now, before we get into closing statement, I would like to give the jury one more opportunity if they would like to make a collective group question. You get one more. Jury, please go ahead and state your one question. This is the last thing you have to say.
So, if you were which way would you go to get out?
We'll start with Ben.
This is a serious question. You have to answer seriously.
You're approving this? It's a single word answer.
Backwards. That's so respectful.
I do agree. I was thinking back.
Alright, thank you, jury, for your questions. I will now give the opportunity for Ben and Ethan to provide a 1-minute closing statement if they would like. We'll start with Ben.
I think everything's been said that needs to be said.
Ethan?
Okay. I would like to say, whatever the jury decides, I think that it'll be the right answer. I think that Ben played a great game. I think I played an alright game. And I hope that everyone had fun along the way.
Thanks for making the decision.
Alright. Thank you, Final Two. I know that wasn't easy. A lot of tough content came out of that. There will be no editing in post.
What's your relationship with your mother?
Aaron, you're crazy. Alright. You guys stay put. In a second, I'll call you over. We're going to go also in order of votes. Aaron will be first. Okay.
I love to vote for myself.
You know, I came into this vote basically set on one person, and I really just needed them not to fumble the bag, make a good argument. There were lots of good arguments to be made, but I think the other person delivered better.
I know we don't cross me, but he let me use his hotspot.
Can I get a hint? You got two choices. Can I get a hint?
You're voting for a winner.
Just have to keep it consistent. So, I don't think this actually matters, but gotta give it to my boy. I think it'll be the only one for him. Let's make it interesting.
Whoa, this is tough. On one hand, I do respect the bet the game more, but it would be kind of funny to have him fiddle it, and that is a kind of consideration. Because think about it, in 10 years, Ethan's like a guy, I won the first ever Survivor without even trying.
Thank you, jury. Ben, Ethan, I have here the final votes, like the final tribal count. The winner of the game is in this box. These 5 members, in which you had a hand in voting out, have been selected for the winners. This whole game, you have not wanted to see your name written down. Tonight, you want to see your name. I'll ask one last time if anyone has an advantage or an idol to play.
It's back there by a log.
Alright.
I do not.
Alright. I'll read the votes.
First vote. Ben. If Aaron was valid, this would be for Aaron. This is for Ben. One vote, Ben. Second vote. Ethan. One vote, Ben. One vote, Ethan. 3 votes is the win. Third vote. Ben. That's 2 votes, Ben. 1 vote. Ethan. That's 2 votes, Ethan. 2 votes, Ben. 1 vote, Ben. The winner of Surviving Utila, Season 1, Ethan. No way! No! That's crazy. Oh my god, what the heck?
Wait, okay. Who voted who? I voted for you.
I
I was the one that had the arrow with the arrows.
Ethan, congratulations.
Oh my god! I can finally pay off the tariffs!
The winner of Surviving Utila, Season 1, Ethan. No way! No! That's crazy. Oh my.
But I've taken it seriously thus far, so I'm gonna keep that trend going. Can I vote for Aaron, by the way? Let the record show that that's my real vote. It was a good game, gents. Can't wait to watch it.
I think Ben should win. But for this plot, talk about not earning it and sliding it. So
You gotta keep an open mind in this game.
I think he did a pretty good job.
Ben, you just lost the game by 1 vote. How do you feel?
Quite disappointed, Joe. Nothing else to say.
To hear that from you.
Ethan, you just won Surviving Honduras Season 1. How do you feel?
I feel great, Jeff. I was underestimated the whole time. They dragged me along because they thought they could beat me in the finals. But little do they know, I could win a challenge at some point, and I won the votes at the end.
Electric.
Your final words before you leave. What are you doing with the money?
Well, 100 limps. I can't spend it all in one place, so maybe I'll put a down payment on an island.
Hell yeah!
Okay, guys.
Max doesn't respect the stew. Who wanna know? Max is a maiden stand and leads Max to lose all his fans. But it's okay because we don't care. So he has a small wing and takes a lot of ping. He is not allowed near any schools, but he's talking to children, breaking all the rules. He keeps a picture of Jane Davis in his wallet. He sparks all women drinks, and then tits just absorb and winks. Walks over with his ankle monitor, but the school is further than a kilometer. Max is a bitch and he doesn't understand. Every sublet has this goddamn. He's not straight and he is a liar. Yeah, Max is a DI hire. Nah, nah. Hey, Max is a bitch. Nah, nah. Hey, bitch. Nah, nah. Hey, Max don't know. Nah, nah. Hey, swag. Max don't know how lame he is. Max don't know the famous. This is what he think he do, but all he does is smell like glue. He
He don't know what super suit is. He don't know what hole to put the screw in. Max will fold on you like a cheap silk. Playing models, playing it like a root. Small legs, big head, built like crew. Max got nothing on me, I'm through. Max is a bitch and he doesn't understand. Every subject has this goddamn. He's not straight and he is a liar. Young Max is a DI hire. Nah, nah, hey, Max is a bitch. Nah, nah, hey, bitch. Nah, nah, hey, Max don't know. Nah, nah, hey, swine. Max is a bitch and he doesn't understand. Every subject has this goddamn. He's not straight and he is a liar. Young Max is a DI hire.
You just won the game. The 100 limps pay for all this.